We got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
To be more specific, in the early hours of January 3rd, approximately between the hours of 2 a.m. and 4 a.m., the U.S. Delta Force came in and extracted former, I'm going to say former now, because I don't think he's getting that power back, President of Venezuela, Maduro. And I'm going to be honest with you, bro. This isn't going to be like super political. This does something that I kind of realized. I am in the most deeply unserious generation of all time, brother. The amount of memes that I have seen. Brother, somebody made a full AI podcast of Francisco Maduro going on the JRE after being captured in a Nike Tech. And that's another thing, brother. I'm sorry. Going up to your ops country, okay? That was just saying and calling Americans cowards and saying, I'm going to be right here, come and get me, in the capital of your nation also. And within a few months of that being said ops pulled up, grabbed you out of your home with your girl, put you in a passenger plane heading to New York City, and over the course of the next couple of hours, you were already indicted. Not to mention they put you in a Nike Tech and flew you over the Statue of Liberty. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro, okay? Speaking purely off of aura. That's kind of sick. I'll speak a little bit deeper on it because on the political side of it, I'm going to be 100% honest with you, bro. This is probably one of the greatest textbook reasons over why most people just kind of just check out of politics. I'm sorry, dog. Like, the level of no nuance when people talk about this from either everybody from, like, Destiny to Asmongold to literally everybody. And yes, I am comparing Destiny and Asmongold. I'm sorry, bro. We're getting to the point where it's like, no, bro, like, two things can be true at once. Like, no, this was, not even technically. It was like an illegal action that was done. Like, no, he did supersede congressional approval. And yes, I know somebody's going to bring up all this, like, well, I mean, this happened, this happened, this. This is pretty unprecedented. Part of the reason that it is, and I'm sorry to be insensitive, but somebody has to kind of keep it, like, lighthearted here, as frankly, as cool as it was because it was just something that never happens. I'm sorry, nobody pulls up to the country I'm going to be, this is a character, this character has autism, okay? The evil nation, right? You pull up and you grab their president and leave. Yeah, that's kind of an unprecedented thing. That doesn't really happen, okay? But on the flip side of it, I was unaware that El Sueño from Ghost Recon Wildlands was running Venezuela. And I don't mean that in like a slight degree. Like, I was figuring like, all right, sir, he did this. Sir, he did that. All right. I know there's oil over there. And there is a lot of oil, okay? Approximately 300 billion barrels of oil, okay? I'm going to do some math for you. That is 18.5 trillion. That is the biggest oil reserve on the planet. Okay, listen, having that much oil right next to the big old US of A is like having Cupcake the pit bull next to a brand new toddler. How has this not happened yet? But to step on that point once again for may or may not be motives. What I'm gonna go on to next is the fact that, like, what do you mean? You straight up just lost your last election. Not even by a small amount, bro. He got like 33% of the vote. The person that ended up winning the thing and is most likely going to be and should be the next president put in power over Venezuela was actually the guy that won the election. Like, this is the type of stuff that, like, if you play team politics, which I'm realizing this most people do, because they can't say two things are right at the same time, and I think that's the part that bothers me. Open a history book, it is filled with nuance. Well, it's like, well, actually, it was written by the victors. Can we stop that for, like, a minute? Brother, no, it's kind of like if you're going back to, like, Cuba. Like, no, Fidel Castro was right to hate America. Okay, we backed the dictator of Cuba, and Fidel Castro was able to lead a rebellion against him, and he was a militaristic, evil dictator, and then he regime changed us, literally hitting a reverse Uno card on us. And guess what? He was also evil. Like, two things can be true. I don't know why we have an aversion to two things being true, and two things can be bad at the same time. It's another thing, brother. Like, listen. Upon, like, the third regime change, I just assume you're being evil. I'm sorry. One of the pettiest things that I think I've ever covered is the fact that United Fruit Company, who later rebranded to Chiquita Banana, got angry at Guatemala because they were turning communist, because United Fruit Company owned more land than the entirety of the working class of Guatemala. So they got a new president to come in and basically be like, yo, brother, one company can't own more than the entirety of the working class. And then the United Fruit Company went over to Big Bro USA and was like, yo, bro, Guatemala's turning communist. Also, we need you to appoint this guy that's really cool with us. And also, we need to recruit, like unalive squads to take out union leaders. That's a real thing, by the way, that Chiquita Banana did get in trouble for legally. They did that! They're living in Cyberpunk 2077, dog! The point of me bringing this up is that there is a long history of this. And the problem is, not even the problem, but the reality is that there's a lot of evil people. Okay, listen, the games of power are not played by people with pure hearts. No. It are people that are sullied by just being pure, like just evil. Brother, like Maduro, no joke, is literally El Sueño from Ghost Recon Wildland. It is absurd. Yes, no, he was straight up just misappropriating funds to run a narco empire. A lot of the charges that we got him on were stuff very, just that. So dude is a bad guy, okay? Can we, agree on that? And we can also agree that, yes, this was also unprecedented and an illegal thing. And once we can agree on that nuance, can we also just agree this was kind of a cool thing? I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Brother, 150 aircraft stroll down to Venezuela. Delta Force comes in, is rehearsing the raid for about 3 months now. You had the U.S. Jason Dunham, which is one of the greatest at counter-surveillance battleships that we have. The USS Iwo Jima, which is an amphibious aircraft carrier, sending fixed-wing aircraft and out of Puerto Rico. Both of them coming in to essentially do a distraction under the cover of night so we can send in a Black Hawk helicopter with Delta Force to pick him out. And apparently, brother, Delta Force was so quick, the moment the attack started and Francisco Maduro was like, hey, yo, the invasion's starting, bro. Get inside of your safe house. We're going to handle this, okay? The moment they got him into the safe house, Delta Force was able to get the door down before the door was locked. Imagine how... Brother, I'm sorry. Delta Force might be one of the most terrifying things of all... We might have to do a military force, like video at some point. But no joke, okay? It's like, well, how are they able to know this? I'm like, what was going on? The CIA, of course, brother. The CIA was over here doing stuff like Talion from Shadow of Mordor, straight up getting an infiltrate in his inner circle and just, triggering a mission where we bring him out to a safe house and he gets ambushed. That's what happened, allegedly. Okay, grab the dude and his wife, because at this point they're like, 2 for 1, let's bring both of them. And then they bring him over to New York. I made a mistake over and like I was talking to some fans, being like, why didn't they bring him to Miami? No, they brought him to Washington, D.C., not Washington, D.C., they brought him over to New York purely because that's where they were going to indict him. And what was that on? Just narco charges. That's all we literally, over one night, carried out the entire plot of Ghost Recon Wildlands. So yeah, that happened. The Venezuela situation is absolutely insane. It is kind of, but if y'all are ever curious why I never go straight into politics, is because I've kind of realized that if you do ever appreciate nuance, that's not really a place to have it anymore. And that's really sad, because I do believe if you open a history book, the entirety of the history book, outside of a few things, are filled with nuance. Okay, I'm seeing people being like, same on the Venezuelans for celebrating. Dude, that is messed up. And then the Venezuelans are like, who the hell are you? Who the hell are you, bro? And here's the truth. They can celebrate and be wrong, or guess what? You're wrong for telling Venezuelans not to celebrate. That's the problem that we're running into here. I just wanted to yap about that for a minute. This was literally just a moist critical style video, me talking about Venezuela. Well, that's a new one, okay. One of my New Year's resolutions was to make some different type of content for the new year. It's going to be stuff like this, some smaller news videos, and obviously I didn't plan for this to happen, but this is going to be something that I might talk about from time to time. Most of the time it's not going to be this big, but it'll be stuff like this. Thank you everybody who's watching so far. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel. If you aren't, hey everybody, how you doing, Scorpion? If you're watching this, thank you, everybody, and I will see you all in the next one. Adios, guys.